Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Cosmos Atom. It's been a while that I covered Cosmos, but I had a lot of requests now. So yeah, I'm covering Cosmos again. Unfortunately, not too many views on Cosmos videos, and therefore, I have to obviously make or use my time efficiently as well. And logically, I focus on the coins that a lot of people want to view and watch, and always try to, sometimes I try out new coins. But if a video only gets 1,000 views and people are not that interested, I need to consider obviously that if not so many people want to watch it, I make less videos of these. And unfortunately, the last videos about Cosmos didn't get too many views compared to Cardano, Solana, AVAX, Terra, VeChain. They get a lot of views in Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course, but Cosmos didn't really. So let's see how this one turns out. So in terms of where are we and what are we going to do here in terms of the price? So my primary expectation remains, and it hasn't changed at all, is that we are going to go lower here. And the ideal level, in my opinion, for this movement would be this range here between 11 or between $12 and where are we here? Below that wave A, so below $20, below 20 and below $12. So no, between 20 and $12. This is the ideal target range for this C wave, for this corrective wave C, in which we are, in my opinion. When we came down here, I think I started to cover Cosmos when we were on the way up here. Told you that we're probably going to reverse from up here. I still have that target box here. We did overshoot it a little bit, but overall I think that was spot on. We moved down lower, and we found support at the 61.8% fib level. We were very, very close already to my target area. However, we missed it by around 8%. So I still really, really want to go there. It would give me a much better feeling about this chart, because typically what you want to do in such a correction, you want to go lower than that swing low here. So if this here was an impulse to the upside, coming down here in a wave A, move up in a wave B, you want to come down lower in that C wave here. That would be ideal. That would be much better for the price going forward as well. Yes, we would break the descending trend line, but Atom or Cosmos would not be the first crypto to do that. There have been many other cryptos that have done that in this correction and actually made that lower low already. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. As you can see, Cosmos is struggling to push above the 200-day moving average that you can see here in yellow. That is currently at around $38. And to be fair, since my last video, not much has happened. Therefore, also it was another reason why I haven't really updated Cosmos, because since the 23rd of January, it's pretty much moved sideways between here. I mean, let's say between the 61.8% fib level and the 38.2% fib level, but mostly between the 0.5 fib level and the 38.2. So mostly between $26 and $31, I would say. It has moved really, and there hasn't been really any progress in the chart, and which makes it more difficult also to to stick with it, and got a bit boring here. But price did struggle to push above the 200-day moving average, has now broken that ascending trend line, as I said, and it looks a bit like it could become a bearish flag, and it could potentially break down further, and it could actually just be retesting that previous support line from below as a resistance. I mean, what we had here on the chart, of course, I haven't really covered the Cosmos a long time, but you can see this potential broadening triangle, actually broadening ascending wedge, you can call it. And this is actually a bearish pattern, and we see the breakout here to the downside. Now, these patterns don't always work out, but an ascending wedge or a broadening ascending wedge can be regarded as a bearish pattern. And now this is really the key. Where does the daily candle close? So let's see if the daily candle actually already closed below this. So the daily candle yesterday closed below the trend line. In today's candle, if we can't get back above it, I would consider that retest as successful, and then I would expect further lower prices, with the next support being, we had major support already again at the 0.5 fib level at $26, but major support will then also be back at the 61.8% fib level, the major main support level here, the most relevant Fibonacci level. And then if we drop any lower, ideally to $20, that is where I would expect here the price to go to. Ideally, this would be the low of back in December, and ideally you want to get at least to that level. That would be much better for the chart. We want that lower low in order to continue the correction up. Is a different wave count possible? Is this maybe not the wave A? Is this maybe not the wave B? Is this maybe not the wave C? Now, the only other way I can see this is that we have already had our wave A here. We had our wave B here. The wave C was this one. And that what we are doing here now is already impulsive, okay? But I'm not really a fan of this one because this would indicate, yeah, we have here our wave 1. This was a wave 2. Then the wave 3 would be coming next, 4, 5, you know. So something like this. Am I a fan of that? Not really. Problem with this scenario is, let's take a look at let me take those fibs out. Let me draw the fibs just for that line, wave 1. And yeah, I mean, we have come down to the 88.7% fib level, wave 2, that's fine. That's fine. But then if we say, right, this was wave 1, this wave was wave 2, what's happening here? Really? I mean, wave 2, ABC, then this would be a wave 1. Yeah, but, you know, it just doesn't. I mean, if this here was a wave 2, okay, then you could start again. Let me take those out. You could start again here with a wave 1, 2. Now, and then it starts again. Then this would have to be a wave 3. So now another wave 1, another wave 2. And this will already get invalidated if we drop below $25.73. So we have another wave 1, 2. This would be a 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of that. And it would also mean that, let's say, this larger move here was a wave 1. So that means we are back in a bull run, yeah. This here was the wave 2. The wave 3 is up here, 4, 5. This would mean that we would now need to push much, much higher. And it would also mean that we would need to push to all-time highs from here. That next wave 3 would take us to all-time highs. I just don't believe it. Not considering the general vibe and sentiment in the crypto market at the moment. So I just want to show you where that wave would need to go. If we go here with that, wave 1, 2. So the minimum target for that next wave 3 would be $61. That would be massively in all-time high territory. Then you get your wave 4 and 5. It can even push higher, that wave 3, yeah. But that is where we need to get to in the next wave 3, and I just can't see it. So for me, it makes more sense to drop down lower. Yes, this is possible, but then we would need to have here a wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2, 3. That would need to push much higher, maybe here to nearly all-time high level, 4, 5. Then you have your, you know, because you've got waves within waves here. Yeah, but it does not add up for me, and also the structure doesn't look like it, because if this was a wave 1, 2, then you now need to see that rocket start. I just can't see the rocket start at the moment. So no, for me it doesn't add up. Also, given that that wave here, that wave B, hit exactly the previous high, very, very good confirmation that this actually was a wave B, because it makes many people too bullish, yeah. And it also adds up here to the Harmony 1 wave count, which was very similar, where from here, yeah, it took a while, but we also eventually dropped down into the target range for Harmony 1 and for Phantom, by the way, as well. And if we're here on the daily chart, you can see we're still dropping lower on the MACD. So this is a bearish crossover here. We have another short signal on the ADX and DI, and the RSI on the daily is also in bearish territory. So from that point of view also, yeah, doesn't look too good here. The 8 hour is already turning around on the MACD, starting to go towards the reduction of negative momentum, but bear in mind, we have just dropped below an ascending trend line. And if this is really confirmed as a resistance level now, then we see that sell-off and it will turn around again to the downside. So primary expectation is that we come down lower. Is it possible to push higher from here? Yes, it's still possible also technically, but in my opinion, very, 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 very unlikely. So I think here primarily we are going to follow Bitcoin here on its way down. You know, short-term upside is always possible as well. In these scenarios, you can get short-term upside, but it would not indicate or would not mean that we go to new all-time highs, especially here, this latest move up. Yeah, we did not even break above the previous rejection point, and that is yeah, not convincing. You know, many other cryptos did break above that previous rejection point, and yeah, it just didn't. Atom didn't. And what else? Yeah, short-term upside is possible also in both Bitcoin scenarios that I have on my Bitcoin chart, but eventually this would not be a sustainable move to the upside. And at the moment, even that is less likely because we made a lower high. And here we are now breaking below that ascending trend line. So for now, it's pointing all for me to the downside. Bear in mind, this is only a momentary capturing of the current chart. If we suddenly break above that trend line again, things might change. For now, it's looking like that we're just retesting the trend line from below, and we might head further down to get to the target area from here. That would be a drop of 28%. In the crypto market, that can happen easily within a week. Yeah, and I think we're going to see here a decision very, very soon. Overall, what you can also see here on the larger picture or the bigger picture is that we are moving here also. You could even say we are moving here in some sort of a triangle pattern. So also here we might get to a decision point soon, but it's looking like we already dropped below that triangle. All right, that's my view about Cosmos Atom. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.